Hello, everybody. How's it going? Live Brews and Blades is back. Let me turn the fan down a little bit. Sorry about that. I can't turn it all the way off, but that was kind of loud. It's kind of chilly up here right now. How's everybody doing? Like just one of us right now. I guess, how are you doing? We'll wait a couple minutes for people to come on here, and then we'll get started. I'm not sure what the crowd's going to be like tonight. I did not realize it was Mother's Day. Thank God I realized it before disaster ensued. All right, we still just got one on here. We had one pop on for a minute there. All right. Still just the one. We're going to wait a little bit here and then we'll get going. I don't know if it's even exactly 8 everywhere else, but that usually makes some people show up. Also not sure if my thing is updating here. I know these start to these are kind of boring, but I hate just like launching into it. So make sure I got the chats up. Hello, Kiefer. It's just you and me hanging out. There we go. We got another one. There we go. All right. We got a couple more showing up now. Okay, cool. Got some more showing up. Let's get this thing rolling now. All right. First of all, sorry for the delay. I know it's been a little while since I did one of these. I was away, and then when I got back, I was super swamped with quote-unquote real work, and just took me a long time to get to it, and I wanted to get back on the same 2-week schedule. For now, I have my kids every other weekend, and I wanted to have it on the off weekend when I didn't have my kids, so they're moving up here next year. The one's going to college here, and the other one is just moving up here because she wants to, so that's cool. But right now, I have them every other weekend, so I don't like doing this when my kids are here, so because I like hanging out with them, maximizing the time, all that crap. So, all right, but what do we have going on tonight? First of all, let's show the beer because I'm always late on that. We have Little Juice Coupe by Three Heads Brewing, my favorite brewery in Rochester. They are awesome, delicious stuff. Ooh, 6.5%. I didn't notice that, and it's a big can. Things could get crazy up in here tonight. We shall see. This is a hoppy lager, they call it. I love the artwork they do on here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they're a really awesome company right here in Rochester, New York, and they sponsor the comedy podcast that I'm on. Going to use my Gear for Life koozie that I got for free when I ordered 2 rake knives from them that were suggested by you guys when I did that giveaway. We'll talk about that here in a minute. That was a really fun giveaway. I will absolutely be doing that again. If you guys missed that one, I had a 2U knife bruiser, and 2U knife let me have it, so I decided to do a giveaway, and I let you guys suggest my next knife to buy. And you guys made some awesome suggestions, and it was a lot of fun, and I will definitely be doing that again. I think that's a fun way to give stuff away. It gives you guys some input as to what you see on the channel. And, you know, it's just fun to give stuff away sometimes. So let me try this beer really quick. That is delicious. It's kind of like a light citrusy IPA, I guess is the best way to describe it. They call it a hoppy lager, but pretty good. So, oh, you got another GEC 43 today, Mr. Gearbait? Does that mean you're going to sell me the one that I have? Huh? I have one of his GEC 43s, and I love it, and I've been trying to convince him to sell it to me. Let's talk about what we have going on tonight. First of all, the sponsors I want to thank. We have Weehaw, of course, as usual. We got a little trivia question. I'll be giving that here shortly. We're going to give away the usual, these little 3 Torx sets. So I will give a trivia question. When you respond to it, do not respond in the comments. Wait till the video is over and respond down below. Because otherwise, if you respond in the comments, then everybody knows, and it's just easy. And it's hard to sort the comments. It does archive the comments now for the chat, which is pretty cool. But it still is not. They don't work for the random comment generators that I use anyway. So, yeah. But thank you very much for Weehaw for their continued support of the podcast. They just messaged a while ago and asked if I wanted anything else. So we'll be changing some stuff up. But why don't you learn how to freehand? I don't know what that means. Dude, bro. Yeah, I have no idea what that means, man. But yes. Oh, thanks for the welcome back from Germany and Portugal. Yeah, it's okay to be back, I guess. I had a really good time over there, and I used to live there, and I like going there and seeing friends, and it makes me miss my second home. Oh, freehand sharpening. I didn't. I was thinking something completely different. I should learn how to freehand sharpen. We'll get some more question stuff in a minute. Hold your questions for a minute. I want to get through some stuff first. So. Another project I've got going on is I've been working with Zelric and Stasa23. You've seen them on our podcast or heard them on our podcast. We have a new thing, mostly Zelric's project called the apexnews.com. Please check that out. I'm going to be writing some stuff there. And honestly, that is my special skill set. I do a lot of written reviews of a whole bunch of different products. So that plays even more to my strengths than this does. So I'll be doing some written knife reviews there. So that'll be cool. I've got one almost done for the Three Rivers Viator. Hopefully I'll have that sent off to him tomorrow. So we shall see. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, and the Slicey Dicey podcast, as I just mentioned, please check that out. It's doing really well on iTunes and on Podomatic. On Podomatic, we're the number 12 outdoor podcast out of a couple 300, so I'm pretty happy with that. iTunes is doing pretty well, but the YouTube channel, we do need some more subs, which is going to be the subject of my first giveaway. So I'm going to move this stuff off to the side. I already explained the Weehaw one. I will ask the trivia question momentarily, but this is only if you subscribe to the Slicey Dicey podcast YouTube channel, which is linked down below. Already, I did remember to put that link in before I made the video live. So I have this little package of stuff that I've put together for you. Some little trinkets and things. First of all, some stickers I've accumulated. We have a CRKT sticker I got as a I'm sorry for your knife breaking. I got my my Voss fixed, and they sent me a new one. SMKW, SmokyMountainKnifeWorks.com. I love this site. I buy a lot of stuff here. It's one of my favorites. One of those stickers. Blade HQ sticker, and a Slicey Dicey sticker. I actually don't have many of these. I bought them to put on backgrounds, and I had to order 12, and I only needed 3 or 4, so got a couple more of these laying around. And then these little things. We got a little from Best Tech. They sent me this cool little carabiner with the little Best Tech logo on it. So that's kind of neat. And these two little titanium clippy things I got from Amazon. They're kind of just off-brand, but they're really pretty. They're really well done, but they're infinitely larger than I thought it would be. So I have not been using them, but if it's something you guys think you could use. And lastly, a pocket pen, just one of them. These are really awesome little EDC pens. I really do like these. I carry them a whole lot. They're disposable little plastic pens. Cheap. They're like, you buy them in groups, but you wind up like $1.50 a pen, but they're pretty cool. I got a bunch of these laying around, so all that stuff, all you got to do is subscribe to the Slicey Dicey podcast channel, and I'm going to pick a random subscriber sometime later in the week, and you get all this stuff. So, all right, there we go. And then again, the Weehaw giveaway. Where did I put those little tools? Who knows? My desk is a mess right now. There they are. Moved them for the beer. This 3-set, here is the trivia question. I will ask this multiple times during the show, but again, please do not reply in the live comments. Wait till it's over. The question is, what year, and this is something that was mentioned in one of my previous videos. Always make sure it's mentioned in a previous video. What year was this lovely thing, which I am enjoying the hell out of, by the way, this Case Trapper Lock. What year did the Case Trapper Lock come out? The Trapper Lock is a locking one-hand open knife. Still very traditional construction, but some non-traditional bits. And I love this thing. Pocket clip and all that stuff. It is such a pretty cool knife. I really, really do like it. I very much enjoy having it around the house and in my pocket. I've carried it. I've only had it for a few days, but I've carried it just about every day I've had it, at least for part of the day. Very pretty knife. Really much enjoying this thing. Really much enjoying this thing. Great sentence, Brian. But yeah, it's just very, very pretty. You guys wanted me to get a case, get a more traditional. You probably did not mean this one, but that's the one I got because I like it. So very cool knife. But what year did this come out is the trivia question. What year did it come out? It's newer than you think is the hint I'll give you. A lot of case stuff has been made forever, but that is not with them. All right, set the WeHouse stuff aside. What else do we want to talk about? I'm going to talk about some stuff I got coming up. I got a whole lot of cool knives in that you guys have not seen. I haven't even put these on Instagram or anything yet. I think maybe this one snuck into Instagram this morning. But first up, this Best Tech Goblin. This mean little bastard. Oh, I love this thing. I was not, from pictures, I was not interested in this thing at all. Not even a tiny little bit. But then Zell and Nick kept raving about it, and Nick sent me one, and oh my lord, this is so cool. I really do like it. Very snappy, perfect detent, titanium carbon fiber, little bitty blade. Choke up on it pretty good. They're like, oh, it's so nice. It's so good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I really do like it. Don't put the year in the thing. Don't put the trivia answer in the thing. Wait till it's over with and put it in the... But you're way off, dude, anyway, so I'm not going to bother to delete it. And thank you, Mr. Gear Bear, for the podcast compliment. Yeah, I wanted to get guys who weren't always like me, and I wanted to get guys who we would disagree sometimes. I think there's nothing boring than listening to three guys sit around and agree with each other for an hour and a half. I don't think that's fun at all, so... But, and no problem, Louis, or Luis, whatever, Luis Silva, I guess what I'm guessing that is. Yeah, you're way off anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, this thing's super cool. I'm very upset that it's on a pass around and I have to send it away. And, yeah, I feel very bad. Yeah, Nick Shabazz got married today. That was awesome. Yeah, he just put a little video up, and I feel even more honored because, he followed me on Instagram last night, and we had a very nice little message exchange. And I didn't know that was on the eve of his wedding. So that's cool. So, yeah, that's kind of nice. But he was wasting his time, I guess. But, yeah, I love Nick. Good dude. And he's the reason why I do this. One of the reasons why. He was one of the people I watched, and I just thought, man, that guy's having a lot of fun. I'm going to try that. So it wasn't like a thing where I thought I could outdo him or anything. I just thought, man, that looks like a lot of fun. I want to do that. So, yeah. But anyway, this Best Tech Goblin's coming up. I really love that. I have two rakes that you guys suggested. You guys have already seen these. I'm going to go through some of this stuff you've already seen just to let you know what's coming up. One of these is coming up later in the week. I'm not sure which one. Got the rake. I have to look because they don't give proper names. P848 and P865. How hard would it be to give them a name so that I can remember them? But these are cool. Neither are perfect, but for the price, they're pretty awesome. I do like rakes, and I've been meaning to get another rake for a long time, and I actually was looking at these, but they weren't available yet, and then somebody suggested in that giveaway, the guy who won Carry Whack, that they were available, and I should get them, and I remembered, oh yeah, so I went and got them. What else is coming up? I mentioned this in the traditionals thing. I'm going to do a review of this cheap Portuguese knife, an ISIL. It's pretty cool though. I really do like this knife. It's pretty awesome. It's just a nice little traditional slip joint, plastic handle and stuff, but just inox steel, which in Europe could mean anything. But it's pretty cool. What's next? I have a comparison test. This is coming up Wednesday, I do believe, of the Three Rivers Manufacturing Viator and the Kaiser Zip Slip. Little battle to the death there with these two. This is not the configuration I normally carried my Viator in. This is mine, but you can customize them. I normally have titanium backstrap and some lovely brown micarta scales on it. But I wanted to make these two the closest in price for the comparison, and this is the configuration where they match. What else do we got coming up? We have, oh, another Best Tech. That Goblin came with a little friend, well, a big friend. The Paladin. This is not out yet, but it will be in the next, maybe as short as several days. I'm not sure, but this is a full production model. They just sent a few off to the U.S. rep to send out to us guys, but and then they're heading on to the distributors after that. But this is really cool. Nice G2 or G10 D2 ball bearing flipper. I like it. It's kind of a combination of two previous models, kind of a combination of a Scimitar and a Kento, but I really do like it. It's pretty nice and smooth and all that stuff. The aforementioned Tuya Knife Bruiser review is up tomorrow morning. It's already in a box going to Kerry Wack, who won it. But but I do have another Tuya Knife, the Thorax. This is one of their higher end ones. I mentioned this in the review of the cheaper one tomorrow. But this is pretty impressive. I gotta say, guys, S35 VN, titanium frame lock, really well done. Not much wrong with it. And it's 144 bucks, so not bad at all priced for what you're getting. Super smooth, completely just fall shutty. Very nice knife, very nicely done. And U.S. reps guys now for Tuya Knife, so no need to look down on them anymore. When you have a problem, you don't have to send it to China, which is always super nice. Now, this is one I need you guys' opinion on. I'm going to start looking at the comments. Sorry, I haven't been looking at it very much. So I did a comparison between this. This is the Mass Drop Ferrum Forged Gent, which I like a whole lot. I was actually carrying this today. I did a comparison between this and the Kaiser Vanguard Dukes, which is very similarly priced. This one quite handily. Spoiler alert if you have not watched that yet. Do you guys want to see a whole full review of this? I feel like there's a lot of them out there. And sometimes they're available, sometimes they're not. So, I don't know. In the comments, let me know if you guys want to see a full review of the Gent. I can totally do it. I carry it a whole lot, so it wouldn't be hard. But I don't know. I just didn't. I got it. Want to do something with it, so I did that comparison review. And I don't know. Let me know if you want to see a full review of that. And I think that's all I got coming up anytime short term. I got a lot of pre-orders out there, but I've heard that they're gonna take a while, so not happy about that. Yeah, love the Thorax. Count on you getting the boring one. Yep, I am a boring man. I do have to say, I am a boring man. But you want to hear a surprise though? So when this Paladin comes out, this is not mine. This has to go back to them. I want one, but I may get the orange one. How about that, Mr. Gear Bear? Doesn't that blow you away? I just love the color. I don't like orange, but I like the color of the orange G10 on the orange version of this. So I may get the orange one. Probably at the last minute I'll change my mind and get the black one just like this, but I want to have a nice China budget D2 flipper, you know, around to compare against stuff. So that was the one I was leaning towards. What else do I have on here? So yeah, upcoming stuff I got pre-orders. Somebody emailed me and asked me this earlier. I have the Spyderco Smock and the Amalgam. I have heard as late as fall for those things, which I really hope isn't true. But I've heard as early as June. I've heard as late as fall. So we'll see whenever the hell I get that. I still have the Mass Drop Perpetua that Millet made. That is supposed to be June 30th. So we'll see. I actually got my Gent early, so fingers crossed. My Gent I wasn't supposed to get until about now, and I got it a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So like a week and a half ago, right? It was waiting for me when I got back from Europe, so that was cool. I have the Kershaw Bare Knuckle pre-ordered, and the Kershaw, yep, the copper one with the D2. I've told I can't keep track of all their names anymore, but that one. But the Bare Knuckle I'm super excited about. So Oh, when I see what I was carrying yesterday, this is really cool. I want to show you guys this. How much do these two belong together? Look at that. For a primary and a secondary. I gotta get me one of these. This one isn't mine, but I'm gonna have one. Gonna have one. The next collection update, you're probably gonna see one of these on here. This thing is just cool as hell. It's just such a nasty little bastard. I like it. Yeah, so that giveaway thing I did before, I'm gonna do that again. I'll probably do that whenever I get something in cool. I have a couple I think that are a couple of knives are gonna be eligible for it, so I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, I'll leave the Minotaur out here so people can gaze at it. This is one of my favorite knives that I own. It's so cool. It's a bit bulky, but other than that, I really, really love it. I'm going to do that giveaway again where I'll have a knife in that $35 to $50 range, and you guys help me pick the next one I get, and if you guess right, then I will give it away. That'll be fun. I really enjoyed it last time. Got some two cool rakes that I forgot about, and it inspired me to get this, which I freaking love. So that worked out great for me, and it worked out great for Kerry Wack, the guy who won the Bruiser D2. So, and then the next big giveaway, though, I'm not going to do one at 2,000 because I just did the other giveaway. I'm not going to do a 2,000 sub giveaway. I'm going to do 2,500 whenever I get there because I got some really cool stuff that's coming up. So, one you've already seen in this video, but I'm going to give away that knife and at least a couple others. It's going to be a huge thing for 2,500. I'm really trying to make a big deal out of it. So, yeah, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your wife, tell your kids, subscribe. But it's going to be a while. I imagine I'm not going to hit. I ballooned up to the like 1,200 mark, and then it kind of slowed down. So we'll see when that is. I'm guessing probably, maybe, hopefully, I don't know, by Halloween, maybe. I hope, maybe, but we'll see. That's going to be a huge giveaway, though. So keep an eye out for that. I'll do some little ones in here and there. The giveaways are fun, and I've gotten to a point now people give me stuff to give away, so that's cool. I think that's about all we got that I wanted to get through here. So I'm going to start out with a question for you guys. What were you guys carrying today? What were you guys? Kiefer, I didn't know you even had a channel, Kiefer. I just thought you were a fan. That's insulting. I'm sorry. But what were you guys carrying today? What knives did you have in your pocket? I had mostly the Mass Drop Gent and a Spyderco Roadie. Not this one, not the orange one. I had my gray one. I have 2 or 3 of these. I think I have 3. I think I remember getting a blue one, but I haven't seen it since. But somewhere around my office there's a blue one. But yeah, I had to go to the old folks' home and where my mother lives for Mother's Day, and this is a great knife to not scare the old people. So that was good. 940-1. I got one of those right around here somewhere. I had that in my pocket on Friday, so I'm sure it's laying out because I'm not good about putting my toys away. There we go. Yep. 940-1. I got one myself. I love this thing. Definitely my favorite 940. Custom Victorinox with Spyderco blade. I have never seen such thing. John, I would love for you to, if you can, post links on here. I think sometimes it cuts them off. If not, email me, sliceyDicey75@gmail.com. I'd love to see a link to that. That looks cool. I will check out your channel, Kiefer. I did not know that you had one, so I apologize. Stamp blades is above 56. You had a Land 910 with you. I'm not going to criticize you for carrying a company that makes clones. I'm going to be nice. Yeah, what else were you guys carrying? And I had my wallet and a pen and all that stuff too. But just a pocket. I think I just had a pocket pen today, didn't I? Oh wait, no, I had one of my nicer ones. That's not that nice. It's only $8 pen, but these Zebra F701s are freaking awesome. I might say, okay, I will try and remember that. PM2 carbon fiber with M4 blade. Ooh, aren't we fancy? You know, I almost walked out with my, which is almost as cool. I have a Manix 2 Crew Wear carbon fiber, but Yeah, that's not compatible with if I had to take it out at my mother's facility. That wouldn't be good. Riat Valhalla Hollow. Ooh, another nice one. You guys are all out knifing me. Here I am just with a lowly Mass Drop Ferrum Forge. Just a lowly $80 knife. I actually almost went with, I love this thing, even cheaper. Kershaw Atmos. If you guys want to buy knives for friends and stuff, I mean, for all the budget stuff I've reviewed this year, it's HCR 13, but for gifts and stuff, man, this is a great knife. It really is so light, flicks well, very well balanced. It's pretty cool. So you buy the whole Spyderco and the whole Victorinox and the mods. I gotta look that up, man. I'm gonna cut and paste this before I forget. I apologize because you have piqued my curiosity, sir. Where was it that you said I'm not gonna look it up right now when we're on here. I just want to cut and paste it and put it in a note so that I have it. So the second we are done, because that sounds like an awesome thing to have. All right, there we go. Do you guys have any other questions for me or anything? This is kind of a short one because like I said, it's been a while and I just wanted to catch up on some housekeeping kind of stuff. And it is Mother's Day, so I wasn't expecting a huge crowd tonight. We're doing all right, though. I think we hit 20 there for a minute. We're a little bit lower than that. We're usually 40 or 50, but I kind of expected that. It's been a long time, and it is Mother's Day. It's probably going to take a couple of episodes to get everybody back to what we were at. Let's do the trivia question again. Again, do not reply in the live comments. Wait till the show is over and reply there. But the question is, what year was this beautiful case trapper lock introduced? The answer is in one of my previous videos, and it must be on the internet because if I said it in a video, I certainly found it there myself. So case trapper lock, what year did it come out? Respond after the video is over, after the live video is over, in the comments down below. I'll pick a random person, and you are going to win these lovely tools from Weeha. And if you have not yet already, even if you have, you're already entered. But man, I got too much stuff on this desk right now. You can win all this cool stuff, all these stickers and this little thing, this little carabiner from Best Tech, and these little clippy things from I don't know who from Amazon, and a little pocket pen. All you gotta do is subscribe to the Slicey Dicey podcast channel. Link is down below. So anything I don't have that I'm interested in getting, oh, there's tons. One that I do want very badly right now, mostly because of this, and you know it's not expensive. So if anybody wants to get me a belated Christmas or belated birthday present, you know, or something, I really want. This is called Chestnut Bone. In Case made a series of knives in this finish, and they make a little peanut, a little two-blade peanut that's the same color. I like my stuff to match, so this being a primary and that being a secondary would be kind of cool. So, yeah. Nope, we're getting spinny things. There we go. It's back again. Sorry, I'm watching on my phone and on my computer screen at the same time. The computer screen's a few seconds behind. It's good to have me back in town. Yeah, it's okay to be back in town. I really love where I used to live in Germany, but knife laws are stupid, so that's annoying. But I do, every time I go back there, it makes me a bit sad. Cleaver or sheep's foot? Got about $200 to spend. I think a sheep's foot is infinitely more useful than a cleaver. I admit I've never owned a folding cleaver because I've never had any interest in one, but I got lots of sheep's foots and they're very, very useful shapes. How durable is the pocket pen? They've been pretty good so far. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had any particular one in my pocket because I bought a bunch of them and they just circulate around my house, but I've had no problems with them whatsoever. They write well, seem to hold ink well. I know this is a brand new one because I left a couple out for giveaways and stuff, but yeah, they're really nice. I really like them. I do wish that they would, I heard a rumor mill that they were gonna do a aluminum version, but I don't know if that's true or not. I would love it if they did. I'd be right on it, but we'll see. Have I ever reviewed the Protect Magic? Would love to. Totally illegal in my state, so I cannot. I can't have automatics. I guess I can own them, but I can't carry them, so I just have to review it like around the house and find someone who would send me to. So it's useful for EDC phones, finger rings. Yeah, my son has one of those on his phone, and it does look actually kind of cool. My phone is big enough as it is. I don't want to add anything to it. I have the big giant phone because I'm in my 40s and I can't see very well, and I can make the text bigger on the big phone, so that's why. But yeah, I saw they're legal in Michigan. Yeah, and if I got one, honestly, the Protect Magic is probably the first one I get. That thing looks cool as hell. Yeah, I could have my secondary case is I have a Mophie battery case. I used the hell out of that when I was traveling, but you got a Protect TR3? Oh, not good. I won't report anybody. Yeah, I'm eager to see it whenever I bring your GEC back, unless you sell it to me. Mr. Gear Bear and I, if you guys had just joined us, we live near each other and we enjoy giving each other a hard time. So we have very long, spirited discussions about politics, and we're still very good friends. So yeah, one of my favorite people I've met in the night community. Helps me out a lot of loners and stuff like that. Yeah, the Chiol, I think is how they say that. You were saying if I go back to Portugal, look up Chiol knives. Yeah, I couldn't find any. I did want one of those, but that was one I just couldn't find. In Lisbon, there's not a whole lot of knife shops. It's really just that one that I went to, and then some of the touristy shops have the very cheap Martins, but that's about it. You have a Skaha order, I assume, right, Kiefer? Because I'm on the email of let me know when I can even order one. So it's going to be a very long time before I get one, but I desperately want one. I think that thing's been so positively reviewed. I'd probably sell a couple things to get that. But politics is secondary. Knives are what's really important. Yes, and if you have enough knives, you can fix your political issues. I'm not recommending that. Forget that I said that. Forget it. The CIA will be knocking on my door tomorrow morning. But I've been. This is something that only Mr. Gear Bear will understand. There's this thing in Rochester called the Lilac Festival, which is this huge festival, obviously centered around lilacs. I live right about 2 blocks from the park where it happens. They get thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and what that means is that great for the city. For me, it means 2 weeks of barely being able to leave my house because so much traffic, people throwing crap in my yard. It's ridiculous. So I'm a bit stir crazy today. I went to go see my mom. It's usually a 5-minute drive. It took me half an hour to get there. It's ridiculous. I'm sure out where Mr. Gear Bear lives, he doesn't have that problem, but that was my terribly annoying day. There was something else I was going to ask you guys that I wanted your opinion on, and now I don't remember what it is, which it's kind of typical. That's how my wife and I communicate, I think, a lot, is I want her opinion on something, then I forget what I wanted her opinion on. But oh, I know what I was going to ask you. What I have some hookups with some companies, so if I do another one of those pick my next knife giveaways or something like that, throw out some cheap knives that, 30-40 bucks. That it's not hard to get companies to give me knives to give away. Yes, I did get your email, Kiefer. What I'm not going to say what companies, because if you guys say ones that I don't have hookups with, I will ask, and I don't like to brag about which ones I have hookups with, but just throw out some $30-40 knives that you would like to see in giveaways, because I want to rack up some more. So I want to get a goodly amount of those sitting around. But all the ones I've gotten so far, people just offered me. But now I think it's time for me to start asking, because I really want to do more giveaways. What is that? That's something I can't show on camera because it's not something I'm supposed to have here. Well, here's my fun European purchases. Steel well, that's a distinct possibility. Yeah, traffic problems for you way out where you're at. Lots of traffic problems for me. I have to back out of my driveway into that crap. So, like I said, 2 blocks away. I still have this Antonine Old Bear. It's pretty cool. The only problem I've had with it is since I did the little thing on it, it's gotten pretty darn loose. And I tried all the tricks, tried pounding the pins, all that stuff, not working. The only thing that works is putting water on the wood so it swells, and that works for a couple hours, and then it goes right back again. But yeah, steel wheel is a distinct possibility. I used to have a really good hookup at KAI, for Kershaw and Zero Tolerance and all that. But unfortunately, I knew him from the bike industry, and he went back to the bike industry. So yeah, I put mineral oil on it. It didn't seem to do much, but it's still cool. It does lock, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's not flicking out anymore. It was flicking out at one point. Now at least I do have to use my hand, but yeah, these are so pretty. But I should have looked more at them when I got it. I bought it in person. I should have realized how loose it was. It wasn't this loose over there, but it's wood. It's some moisture and stuff can affect it a whole lot. So Gear Bear likes Old Bear. That sounds like a children's book. You just got an entry key for which one did you get? I have the wee little one. The wee little one. I think it's within reach. Yes, it is. I have the wee little one. Yeah, I do. I like this a whole lot. Oh, you got a black one? Yeah, I didn't. This was one that they initially sent me for a review, and I didn't specify a color, and this is the one I got. But I might have chosen this anyway. I do like it. I like the gray and the blue standoffs. But man, I still want to know where does Steelwell get their anodization done? That blue on their anodization is just the bluest blue that I've ever seen. Yeah, it's so blue. Look, where's another one? All of them. On the Modus, the blue backspacer is just so blue. And on the Resident, so blue. So cool. The slip joint design with I have not, no. Oh yeah, I did see on his, an Instagram he was posting it. Yeah. Oh, I'm first in line for that sucker. Whenever those are available, I will be Eliza Esham's slip joint design with I will be jumping on that sucker. I watched he did a little video on Instagram, and I saw him close it. I was like, oh, it's a slip joint. I was so excited. Like, I love slip joints, and I love fancy ones like that. And I saw him open it, and I was like, oh, cool, that's a nice looking clip point. And then I saw him close. I'm like, oh my God, there's no lie, I want one. Gotta have it. I don't know what has happened to me in the last like 6 months with slip joints. I guess 4 months. It was shortly after I started this channel. I didn't own any slip joints other than like Swiss Army knives. And then I think that Lion Steel Roundhead was my first one. And then I went nuts. Got the proper, and then now I'm getting all this old stuff and open L's and everything. I still like my modern stuff too, though. Oh, I know, that's another video I got coming up. This is one that, if you guys watch my Battles to the Death, this is like the defending champion. This is the Steelwell Modus. I think it's 3-0 now, never been beaten. But it has a very interesting challenger. I gotta flip some stuff around here to get it out. In the Tangram progression that took me a lot of effort to get my hands on, because Amazon is stupid and doesn't understand New York knife laws. But yeah, the Modus is defending its title again. So yes, Kiefer, you always need more slip joints. It's just, they're nice. They're fun. I don't know why I like them, but Lightning 2, Caps 1. I'm a Rangers fan. They didn't even make the playoffs. I have not watched a single minute of playoff hockey this year because I'm so mad because the Rangers just sucked a bag of D's all year long, and then they got rid of everybody. I have a really nice Rick Nash jersey hanging on my wall, the Rangers Rick Nash jersey that my wife got me. And now he doesn't play there anymore. Intrigue versus Atmos battle to death. That's not a bad idea. That's not a... You know what, mate? That is not a bad idea. I still have them both out here somewhere as I'm moving everything around. Here's the Atmos. There's the Intrigue. Yeah, the Intrigue's a little bit bigger, but not by much. That is not a bad idea, my friend. That is not a bad small town prep. You know what? Since you gave me an idea for a new video that I'm going to take and I'm going to do it, and other people are saying they like to, email me at sliceydicy75@gmail.com. Assuming that you live in the U.S. and that you're over 18, I got a present for you. I was trying to think of a way to give this away tonight. I'm going to send you a terrible knife, Mr. Small Town Prep. I'm going to send you this terrible thing that I did on Thanksgiving Day. I did Thanksgiving Day turkeys. This is awful, and you'll really enjoy it. You won't, but this is a terrible knife. I bought it at the smoke shop so for like $8. But yeah, Small Town Prep, email me, sliceydicy75@gmail.com. The link's down below there. This is a supremely terrible knife. It's assisted. It's right hand tip down only carry, of course. It barely locks up. It's barely safe. Yeah. This is yours for giving me a good idea for a video. Yeah, the red is cool, don't you think? That's the only thing I thought about. I'm like, man, I wish you could do DLC in red, but you can't. But like, I like boring things, but man, I wouldn't mind having a red blade on one knife. Makes you feel kind of Sithy, which is cool. And yes, someone said, Nick Shabazz, the influence has rubbed off. I do have a Z Hunter, but I screwed up. I bought the good Z Hunter because he was saying they were $4 or $5. This one was $8 whole. And you know what? It's terrible, but I have to say it works. It does lock up. I've never carried it or done anything with it, but this is it does work. But I'm not going to give away the Z Hunter because that's Nick's thing, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to give away that other terrible knife. I gave somebody else. Kiefer, was it you? I gave somebody else a really terrible, like that rainbow knife that I had. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I went Baton with it. I'm not going to use it on anything. It's a Z Hunter sprint run. That's a good thing. No, there are two levels of them. There's the $4 ones and these little flipper things. There's the $4 one and then an $8 one. And I guess the only difference is that the handles look very slightly different and they do more quality control on that. So, but please, I didn't see a response from you. What was it? Small Town Prep. Please make sure I want to send you that terrible knife as a thanks, for that. So. Yeah, they have a Nick Shabazz on Birdshot 4s. Everybody says Birdshot IV. Isn't it Birdshot 4? I don't know. I'm friends with them. I email them. I should just ask them. But yeah, they have a Z Hunter on their store for $460. It's a Nick Shabazz autographed one or something like that. I autographed the rainbow one I sent out. I thought, God, I want to say it was... Was it to you, Kiefer? It was somebody who's on here all the time. I can't remember who it was I sent it to. Yeah, no, everybody says IV, but I don't think that I would say Birdshot 4, but I said, no, it wasn't you. God, who was it then? Don't remember. Remember he lived in California or something. It was one of my first giveaways, and I said I'd ship it for free, and I remember going, of course it's in California where it costs the most to ship it to from New York, but you're very welcome. Don't thank me until you get it. You might be very upset with me. I'm going to send it under a false name so that if it explodes in your hand, I can't be sued. You can't track me down. It really is a glorious piece of crap, though. Yeah, I'm a filthy vapor, and one of these things, I have to go to the smoke shop often to get my little nicotine fix, and they have a rack of crappy knives, and occasionally I just grab a couple, and gotta find something to do with them. Actually, these are the last two I got. I gave a few away to friends as jokes, and then yeah, and a couple of them just weren't even like usable. Yeah, I think it's either or. Do you own P7 suspension clips? I own a few suspension clips. I don't know about the P7 ones. If you're vaping, you're not smoking. That's what I say. That's what I say when I ignore no smoking signs. And I use these suspension clips. I use these Keysmart ones. I've got a few of these, but I use on my Swiss Army knives and stuff mostly. But they work great. I actually had this. This is out because it was clipped on the inside pocket of one of my winter coats, and I finally put the winter coats away. So. Oh, hooks, not clips. Sorry. No, when I search for suspension clip, you know, there's one thing that goes. So, yeah, I don't know. Wall hanger knives, just for looking at. I don't even think this is even nice to look at, honestly. I mean, I do admit the red's kind of, as a Star Wars fan, the red's kind of cool, but yeah, it's not good. Well, my favorite feature of this knife, and I said in the Thanksgiving video I did, so you can see, you know, it's well lubed because you can see the pile of grease through the hole. So, it does have a deep carry pocket clip though. Yeah, but look at that lockup. That's almost there. It doesn't close, but yeah, and the nice spray paint on the blade. Yeah. Alrighty. We're getting near wrap-up time. Any other specific questions you guys have for me before we bail out here? It's always like when we get towards the end, we get the most people watching, but I try to keep these right around an hour-ish, just for everyone's sanity. Do you prefer deep carry? I absolutely prefer deep carry clips. If I have the choice, that's what I prefer. That sounded gritty when you closed it. Yeah, it's an $8 knife from a smoke shop. I'm sure it sounded gritty when I closed it. I'm sure it is gritty. I'm not tearing it apart. I don't want it to. I don't want to catch a spring in the eye. I've never torn it apart and cleaned it or anything. But yeah, I do prefer deep carry. And sometimes, like on the big, like for instance, my Recon One, like real steel or steel, yep, Cold Steel, one of those steel companies. My Cold Steel Recon One. I don't care about having a deep carry clip on that because there's no way to ever conceal it. But given the choice, I do prefer deep carry 85% of the time. I'm not going to put nano oil on that. By the way, this is called a Master USA. I'm not going to put oil on the Master USA MUAO46RD because it would double the worth of the knife by putting a few drops of nano oil on it. Isn't no clip the deepest carry? Yes, it is. But then, depending on the size of your knife, it looks like you're very excited to be carrying a knife. So, I think deep clip is still more concealed than just dropping in your pocket sometimes. Because if the knife's a decent size, the big bulge in your pocket's much more noticeable than if you just had a deep carry clip. Because knives don't obey; they don't just stay up and down. They always fall to the side and all that. So. I did see some aftermarket clips for the R2D2 Kiefer, and I just searched for them, but they double the price of the knife, basically. I think the place I found them, they were like $30. So I'm sorry, I'm not paying $30 for a clip for an R2D2. Great knife, but I'm not paying what the knife cost me to put a deep carry clip on it. Hey, Sean. We have a couple of new names I'm seeing on here, so I'm going to do the trivia question one more time. The trivia question is, and again, do not reply in the live comments. Wait till the video is over. Reply down below. The trivia question is, what year did Case come out with this lovely thing? The Case Trapper Lock. What year did the Case Trapper Lock first come out? Reply down below. I will pick a random commenter, and you will win a Weeha little 3-piece toolkit thing. And subscribe. Oh my gosh, I just flicked the camera. Hey, it's the first time tonight. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Usually that happens 3 or 4 times a night. You can win this awesome little prize package here with lots of stickers, a CRKT sticker, Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Blade HQ, Slicey Dicey sticker, pocket pen, and these 2 unnamed clips I got from Amazon that weren't what I thought they were when I ordered them. And all you got to do for that is go to the Slicey Dicey podcast, link down below to that YouTube channel, and subscribe to that. Oh, you did miss the beer. The beer tonight is from Three Heads Brewing, my favorite brewery in all of the little world, right here in Rochester. Little Juice Coupe Hoppy Lager. And it's delicious. Kind of a little bit citrusy. Hoppy Lager, exactly what it says. So, oh, no problem, Tony. If I get more people come on, I'll stick around a bit more. I was planning on wrapping it up, but you know what? I ain't got nothing else to do. So why not just hang out? But you guys got to keep giving me stuff to talk about. Ask me some questions, or I can ask you guys some questions. I already asked what you guys were carrying. What do you guys are? I know a lot of you guys here. I know some of you. I know a lot of yous are collectors. What do you guys have pre-ordered? I want to know that. It's pre-order season right now, right? Oh, you're here in Rochester too, Tim? Yeah. I've mentioned it a few times. Yep. Right here in Rochester, in the South Wedge. The Amalgam, yep, that's one I got on pre-order. I'm so excited about that. That looks like a knife that was designed by Brian. The Native 5 LC200N. Oh, I was tempted by that. I really do love the Native 5, but I didn't get in on it. Lion Steel Roundhead. Gotta have a roundhead. Where is mine? Try and keep all of them near. I'm on the Skaha waiting list too, but yeah, you got to have a roundhead, guys. If you get any traditional / modern traditional, get a Lion Steel roundhead. They're just freaking awesome. The Mass Drop Terzula. I don't know what that one is. I've got the Perpetua coming from them. I'm gonna look up Mass Drop Terzula. Oh, it comes right up there. Apparently I've looked at it already and had forgotten. Interwebs. I had not looked. Ooh. 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 That is cool. I am going to leave that window open and consider it. So, yeah. Oh, the Wii Rectifier is freaking awesome, guys. That is a great knife, man. Best Tech Goblin is right here. I've got one here. This is not mine. This one has to go back, but I'm going to be getting one. Very impressed with this. It's so cool. You're getting your Crux Saber tomorrow. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that Terzula is. Wow, that's awesome. I can't wait till the show's over so I can go look at it more. I totally missed that one. I don't know how I missed that. But someone said rectifier. I got to whip it out. What an amazing knife with a terrible name. I love this thing so much. It's such a great little EDC. It's just, and technically in the city of Rochester, I'm supposed to carry under 3 inches. It's just perfect. Yeah. JE made slip joint. Yeah, I've looked at a couple of those. Those are pretty cool too. But I just want to keep going and looking at this Terzula. That's pretty sweet. We'll think about that later. Oh, I'm trying to sleep tonight. 129 bucks. That's not bad. I like thumb discs. They don't bother me at all. I got what's one I just had out here a minute ago? Well, this is more of a thumb trapezoid. But like on the Resident, I like thumb discs. They're okay. Don't mind it a bit. Excuse me. If only I had something to drink. What else you got coming? Gear Bear, what do you have coming that I'm going to come over to your house and borrow from you in the next few days? You haven't done the mass drop thing yet, Kiefer? Be patient. It's not an immediate gratification thing by any means. I ordered the my Perpetua way before I ordered the Gent, and I got this, and this I'm still waiting. It's still like another month and a half before I'm even possibly going to get the Perpetua, but this is a second drop, so the Perpetua is the first one, so that happens. So yours had a your rectifier had a bad action in weak detent. Yeah, mine doesn't. So sorry about that. Mine's good, as you can see. I've looked up mass drop collabs. I know lots of them. Paramaxima, if when, yeah, if they do. You know what? I'm looking forward to the opposite, not the opposite of the Maxima, but so I have a Para S110V, which I carry a lot, but I had an S35VN, and I had some aftermarket carbon fiber scales on it. And somebody offered me stupid money for it because mostly I think they wanted the scales more than anything, and I sold it. And I miss having the S35VN, and I've heard that the S35VN is coming back again, so I'm waiting on the S35VN. And I don't know. I like the look of the Perpetua. Luis, you're a very technically oriented guy. I like the look of it. I think it's going to be a good knife. It's going to be a good user. But your Skaha shipped on Friday. I bet someone's going to be waiting by the mail tomorrow or Monday or tomorrow or Tuesday. Very jealous of you. I wish I'd gotten on the Skaha. Yeah. The Wii Bullet 806. Oh yeah, the Bullet does look pretty cool. I did like the look of that. Sorry, BP, you didn't get the notification. Yeah, I'm looking at a Wii thing. YouTube has been being really weird with notifications and stuff lately, so. Oh, that's cool ZT you got, Gear Bear. Yeah. Yeah, well, and Tim, was it Tim Gannon, guy who said he's also a Rochester dude? Shoot me an email. I always like hanging out and talking with knife guys. We'll meet up, grab a cup of coffee or something. It'd be fun. Go back and look and make sure I got, yeah, Tim Gannon. Shoot me an email, sliceydicy75@gmail.com. Actually, it's also Brian at sliceydicy.com, but sliceydicy.knives.com, but anything you'd call a grail knife? Well, I thought it was the Chris Reeve Sebenza, and I do love the Sebenza. I loved most things about it, and then I played with an Nkosi a little bit, and I'd rather have that. So someday, I think that's the one right now that I really want is Chris Reeve Nkosi, which is kind of a boring answer, but I did love the Sebenza a whole lot. I loved many, many, many things about it, but the 2 or 3 things I didn't love is fixed with the Nkosi. So right now, my grail knife that I want is a Chris Reeve Nkosi, preferably with the little carbon fiber inlay things. So, but that's like $500, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. Single worst knife I've used. I can't say these shit ones because I don't use those. Single worst one I have used. Trying to think back. Honestly, probably. I'm going to pull it out here because I've got it. I'll never sell it, and it's near and dear to my heart. But the still worst knife that I've really used of decent knives is this Benchmade 9050 AFO. This is the Armed Forces only edition. Some dude gave it to me when I was in the military. I believe, if I remember right, I think he was Marine Corps Spec Ops or something like that. Just handed it to me. I said, that's a cool knife, and he just gave it to me. I beat the hell out of it. I gave it to a friend who beat the hell out of it more. He gave it back to me. I got a bunch of hardware and stuff from Benchmade. Still may send it off and have it get it resharpened and stuff, but it's not a good knife. It's just, I don't use crappy knives. That's why I didn't say a crappy knife. So yeah, it's big and bulky, and it's just not a good knife. This is probably the crappiest knife that I've used because this was my only knife for several years. So I did use it a whole lot, and it's now that I've had better stuff, it's just not great. It's very snappy and cool, but it's not crappy. It's just, as far as worst, this is probably the worst. This was meant just to use out in the desert and stab people with, and that's not what I used it for. So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it would be fine for what it was used for, but I was using it like an EDC, and this is just not an EDC. So, hey, Nico, how's it going? We were just, I was texting with Nick earlier today about the Goblin that you guys have asked me about, Stasa 23, and I said he was going to have to send a team of ninjas to come and get it from me because I love it so much. So, do I still have my 0609? Oh, absolutely. That's a never sell. I love the 0609. That's a great knife. Has not been being carried much lately because I have so much stuff to review. When I got back, I was so backed up on reviews, I have not been able to carry it. But it's right here somewhere. It's right in one of these cases. Yep, it's always nearby. I love this thing. It's great. I got the copper deep carry pocket clip for it too. That from MXG Gear. It matches perfectly. Doesn't that look great? Yeah, you got to get, if you get an 0609, get one of these MXG Gear deep carry pocket bronze pocket, not copper, bronze pocket clips. They match perfectly. Never expected it to actually match, and it matches exactly. They did a great job. If you can only have 3 knives brands for fixed blade and folders for life, and you got it for free, what would it be? That's a long question. I'm not a fixed blade guy, so I'm just gonna say only 3 brands. Probably Spyderco, ZT, and well, the whole ZT Kershaw. I'm going to lump those in together. ZT Kershaw, and currently either Benchmade or Wii. I'm not really sure. Not really sure between those two at the moment. Benchmade right now, but the stuff Wii's doing, I think I think it might become Wii in a little while. Right now, Benchmade, but give me 6 months and I might think Wii because they got some cool stuff coming down the pike. So, oh yeah, I probably should have picked a traditional one. Now I'm gonna stick with what I said. I think so. I my favorite blade shape, just a simple, just like a simple drop point. That's my favorite. Just a something like, just something simple with some flat and a little bit of belly. That's just the only one I got laying here that comes to mind like that. I just like a very simple kind of generic shape. I don't like anything super fancy. I like the blade shape of the rectifier, but it's got that little bit of recurve in it, which is slightly annoying. But Riot, yeah, I've only held one Riot that Gear Bear loaned me, and I actually did record a review of it. And I just found it today, so I'm actually probably going to put that up sometime next week or something. But he had a Riot the Hills. It is really, really nice. But ZT Kershaw's cheap at KAI, yeah, KAI, yeah. We'll just say KAI. They make some cool stuff. But yeah. Maybe GEC. Maybe I should have said that, but this isn't real, right? I'm not committed to that right now, right? This was just like an exercise in thought. I'm not committed to anything. Okay. I didn't sign any paperwork, so I just want to make sure. Bark River is for fixed blades. It does look really cool. I don't have any really good fixed blades, and I'm not super in a hurry to get them, so. Ow. That's the problem with this rake. P865. The thumb stud is sharp and very close to the hand. Very, very, very close to the cutout, so that's slightly annoying. All right. We've been in 1 hour and 5 minutes now. I think that's enough to make you people sit through me talking about stuff. You guys kept asking me questions about knives. I have so many knives out right now in this tool. It is freaking ridiculous. It is disgusting. I'm going to have to... It's going to take me like an hour just to put everything back away in its proper case because I can't sleep knowing that they're all just laid out. But I had a really good time. I hope you guys did too. We will be back again in 2 weeks. I'm back on schedule. Everything's going to work out well now again. So I'll be back 2 weeks with another giveaway. Remember, the trivia question, one last time. Do not answer in the live chat. Answer down below. What year did Case Knives come out with the Trapper Lock? This nice little locking one-hand open blade. For that, you win a Weehaw little toolkit. Now, the other thing you got to do is please click down below to the Slicey Dicey YouTube channel for the Slicey Dicey podcast. I'm sorry, the Slicey Dicey podcast YouTube channel. You're on the Slicey Dicey YouTube channel, and you don't need to subscribe to that if you're watching this. If you're watching this, you must already be Slicey Dicey podcast YouTube channel. Subscribe. I'm gonna pick a random person. You're gonna win a whole bunch of stickers and a pocket pen and some little pocket clips and one of these little Best Tech carabiners and all kinds of stuff. So that is for subscribers to the Slicey Dicey podcast. And for that, I'm going to give you to like the end of the week. But for the trivia question, it's going to be like 48 hours after right now, and then I will pick somebody. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I always enjoy it. We had a really good turnout in the end for it being a Mother's Day. We're getting more. We're almost at the peak amount right now. I hate cutting it off, but I don't like to keep these really long because if people come back and watch them later and they're 3 hours long, nobody's going to watch it. So hope you guys have had a good time. Thank you guys for everybody showing up. Even those of you that showed up late, you can go back and start over again at the beginning. I do love now that YouTube puts the comments alongside. That's really cool. It archives the comments so you can follow the conversation. So that's pretty neat. It's neat. So thank you guys again so much for coming out. See you in a couple weeks. Watch the channel this week. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Have a good one.